Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning, happy Monday. Let me go ahead and send this link out, or actually let me set up the room real quick and then we can get started. It's about it's actually 6:14, so we have about 15 minutes till market open. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this all up, then I'll send you guys a link to join. Set up right here. Monday, June 21st. That right now. This link sent out. Is the premium link for you guys here in the premium. Link. Make their way in. I think everything's good to go. 6:15, guys. We have 15 minutes till market open. Let me get the link out to everyone else over here. Looks like we're good to go. Let's copy this over. All right. One last place to send it to. I think I gotta send it to the emails and stuff. And then we should be good to go. So good morning, guys. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Today is Monday, so we're kicking off the trading week officially. A lot of you guys locked in a lot of profit overnight. I can show you guys everyone's profits from last night. Cheryl locked in about 6,536. Vincent over here locked in 140 off GCAD. Patricia locked in about 1,130. Big Zan over here locked in about 509. Vincent as well again right there. Tam over here locked in 1,000 trading US 30 overnight. Nico over here up 1,823. Romani over here up 411. My brother Justin over here up 3,507. Tariq up 251. Actually, these aren't even updates. Sorry, guys. Those were actually, no, that was right. That was from yesterday. So yeah, these are pretty much from this morning and up until last night. So Mark over here up 507. Mark again 1,175 off Bitcoin. Patricia, so these are over the weekend. Patricia again 1,175. Her other account up about 500. Tam about 232. So a lot of people are trading Bitcoin over the weekend, and you guys did pretty well. Looks like a good handful of you guys locked in some pretty solid profits over the weekend. Tam over here again up about 800, 670 off our other account, and so on. So there's a bunch of like different crypto profits over here from the weekend. I didn't take those trades myself, but you guys did pretty well off that. For myself on my own account, I locked in about I took 2 trades yesterday, or just 1 trade actually on 2 accounts. I took the sell here. I made about 1,128, and then on my other account about 1,000 there as well. So this is a trade I took, the 1-minute scalp. I basically waited for the signal below the pivots. Trend meter is red. I took it for a quick little scalp and I closed it out. So that's how I made about 1,000 yesterday, and that was all I took. So as you guys can see, everyone did pretty well so far to kick off the trading week. But today we'll be kicking off the trading week officially. It's 6:18 right now, so we have about 12 minutes till market opens. Looking here on the 10-minute, we have a bullish bias. Reason for that's because price is above the pivots and the trend meter is red. Here on the 3-minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. Sorry guys. Let me go over that again. On the 10-minute here, Price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. So that's indicating that we have a bullish bias here on the technical side for the 10-minute time frame. For the 3 minutes, the same situation here. Price is above the pivots. The trend meter is green as well. And lastly, on the 1 minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green right here. So everything's showing a bullish bias for the technical side. Looking at the fundamental side over here, I'll refresh this. Yeah, it looks like everything over here. Everything over here is pretty much green for the most part. The Dow futures are up, S&P futures are up, NASDAQ futures are up, and the 10-year bonds are up too. The only difference is oil is down, but that doesn't really affect our US 30 position, so we're going to ignore that. Looking at everything else over here, the futures data is now up 238 points. So if you guys are following me yesterday, it was actually in the negative. It was right here. Negative, where did I post that? Posted over here. Yeah, so last night, the Dow futures were down negative 219 points. Today, they're up positive 244 points. So it shifted from that, that bearish bias last night to a bullish bias. So, I mean, it's looking good for the most part. I think it's probably going to drop during the session, though. Looking at the IG sentiment, majority of retail traders are long right now. So I think what they're doing is they're trying to lure in some buyers. But I think when the market opens, it's probably going to reverse. Maybe not a bit, not like immediately, but I think it's, it's probably going to drop. So we'll see where it goes from there. Like it might open bullish and then it might switch to bearish midway through session. So what I mean is like it might be bullish from here, and then once it hits like 9 or I'll just mark it up over here. Once it hits like 9 to 10, it'll start to reverse around this area, or between like 9 and 12, not necessarily 9 to 10, but somewhere between this area right here. It'll start to probably taper off and then reverse, but we'll see where it goes from there. Anyways, it's fine. Our bias here is bullish. That's cool for the technical side. The fundamentals are showing bullish bias right now because it's above 100 points, but we'll see when the market actually opens as to where it's going to be going. So we got 9 minutes left till market open. So we'll see what happens from that point. Let me just scroll up real quick. Morning, Roman. Morning, Mark. Morning, Miles. Morning, Antoine. Morning, Sam. Morning, Matt. Morning, everybody. Morning, Jumpy. Morning, Peter. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Smokes. Morning, Short Scene. Morning, Alexandria. Alexandria, the indicators we're using are the K2 indicators. Those are the only indicators that we use. So if you want access to the K2 indicators, just go on the website, kttrades.com right here, click K2 strategy course, and that's how you'll get access to all of these K2 indicators right here. Let's see. Shawn is asking, good morning, Shawn. Is UK 100 the same as NASDAQ? No, they're different. UK 100 are the top UK stocks. I mean, they mirror because they're both tech stocks, but they're not exactly the same. So I mean, if you want to trade tech stocks during the London session, then yeah, UK 100 would be your option, but they don't necessarily move exactly the same because, they're two different stock indexes. Like, for example, I'll pull it up for you right here. So this is NASDAQ 100, and then this is going to be UK 100 right here. So as you can see, they don't move the same. They're different, but they are both tech stocks. So they kind of mirror each other, but they're not exactly the same. So you can see right here, UK 100 dropped pretty heavily from like midnight on the 17th, like from right here till here. Looking at the midnight on 17th, it was doing the actual opposite. It actually went up. So right here it went up, and NASDAQ, it came straight down. I mean, NASDAQ went up and then UK 100 went straight down. So I wouldn't necessarily pair those together because they're similar stocks, but they're not the same thing. All right. So going back to US 30 over here, still waiting for this to open. We have about 7 minutes till market open. Hey, Marcus, morning. Morning, Patricia. Morning, EW. Morning, everybody. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Hopefully you guys got some rest, because last week was a pretty busy week. If you guys followed us last week, it was a little bit of a stressful week for some people because of how the market was moving. But the results from last week were pretty good. So for Forex, we only took one trade. It was one win for 15 pips, but the big wins came from US 30. For US 30, Last week, we had 14 wins and 0 losses for a total of 5,750 pips. So for June so far, I don't think we have any losses. For Forex, no losses, 4 wins, 0 losses. It's only 130 pips, but the main key here is to prevent losses. For US 30, we have 34 wins, only 1 loss. So, I mean, it's been a pretty good month, pretty good year so far. So, I mean, we're doing pretty solid overall with all of these trades we take during the live session. Hey, morning, Demarius. Javid's asking if I can check gold. I'll check gold later. Javid wants. Actually, I could look right now. So I'll pull it up real quick before the market opens. So I'll just analyze gold for you guys super quickly. Here's gold right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything off the chart. I'm gonna do this real quick without answering any questions because we want to be prepared for US 30 open. So I'll just analyze it for you really quick. First thing I'm going to do is identify market structure. I'll do that by turning on the K2SR indicator, version 2, and then I'll go ahead and draw my zones on these charts for you guys here. So we got that right there. Pull this down. We got this right here. And you guys can see, if you guys have the K2 indicators, it simplifies the analysis process, because a lot of you guys take forever to analyze things. You guys will take like hours and hours to analyze something. But if you guys have the K2SR indicators, it takes out all the guesswork, because it draws all the zones for you. You just have to outline them. So got this all set up right there. There. And then lastly, these 2 zones right here. So, all right, looking at gold right here, there we go. We have perfectly drawn market structure. I'll take this off and I'll zoom out from this point. So as you guys can see from gold, it consolidates, breaks out, consolidates, breaks out, consolidates, breaks out, etc. Right now, price for gold is just consolidating. So it's not really doing much right now. It's just going sideways. As soon as it broke down this way, it's just going sideways within these 2 zones right here, right? If I was to delete this zone right here, you can see it's just pretty much consolidating, right? It's not really doing much. So I'm going to turn on the momentum indicator and the trend meter. Trend meter is indecisive, indicating that price is in consolidation. Turning on the momentum indicator right here, we have a bearish bias because this signal right here is red. So what I anticipate is this will probably consolidate a bit. And what we'd be looking for is for price to break and close below here. Once price breaks and close below here, we can take a short position and then ride this down to the next zone down there, right? So that's pretty much what I'm looking for right here, but you would need gold to actually close below here to have that confirmation. Vice versa, if it doesn't close below here, the other scenario is that gold can go up from this point, and then if it goes up from this point and closes above here with a buy signal, say we get a buy signal somewhere down here, then in that situation, we would take a long position. But, for the most part, we'd be looking for it to break in below or above, one of these zoned areas, because we don't want to be trading in the middle of the zone where it's consolidating. So that's pretty much it for gold right there. Let me get back to US 30. Market opens in about 3 minutes. All right, so that's it for that right. Hey, Razul, morning. Gotcha. Okay, so Razul confirmed that UK 100 is not just tech stocks. It's a mixture of the top 100 companies in the UK. So yeah, that's what I was referring to earlier when I was going over NASDAQ. NASDAQ is mostly tech stocks. So the UK 100, Razul confirmed that they're not just tech stocks, but they're a mixture of the top 100 companies. I'm not sure how that compares to like the DAX 30, because I know DAX 30 mirrors US 30. I know that's the top 30 stocks. So I'm not sure if, it's just the top 30, the top 100 in general, or if it's mostly tech stocks as well. So yeah, if you want to go back and look into that a little more, I wouldn't compare them, but they're somewhat similar, but not very. But yeah, thanks Razul for confirming that. All right, other than that, let me see if there's anything else here. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Tommy. Morning, activities. Morning, everybody. Yeah, no problem, Javid. Glad I can help you with that. All right, morning, Tam. Market's opening in about 2 minutes, so I'll go ahead and take a look once we kick this off over here. All right. So looking here, it's still pretty bullish to me. You guys can see my bias right here for the 10-minute is bullish. Reason for that is price is above the pivots and the the trend meter is green down here. Same with the 3-minute over here, price is above the pivots still. The trend meter is green, and for the 1 minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots, and the trend meter is green. So market opens in about 40 seconds. Let me go ahead and just preset this right here for this breakout entry. So what we're looking for here is I need price to close above the pivots with a bullish signal like that. If that happens on the next candle, then we'll be taking this for a buy off the breakout. So we'll see where this goes from here. And then we'll act on that move. So market's opening in about 15 seconds. Everything here is pretty bullish still. So everything's looking pretty good. It's just the 1 minute we need that confirmation. We have about 7 seconds left on this candle. If this doesn't close with the bullish momentum signal, then we're not going to take it there. So no bullish signal there. We'll be looking at the, so you can see this big drop right here. This is what I was talking about from the beginning. So if you guys were here from the beginning of the session, I mentioned that there might be some manipulation to the downside because of how the market was moving during London. So see that right there. This is why we wait for the confirmation, because if you enter to buy right away, you would have been screwed with this big spike down right here. So let's pull up the, wow, it's all red. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so it's all green actually. So as you guys can see right here, these are the, this is the fundamental bias right now. It's pretty much all green. So there's no reason for it to really be, coming down. The reason for it to come down is because of market manipulation, right? You can see right here, it spiked down heavily. Makes no sense. It spiked down about 400 pips, but look at it. It's up 217 points. Makes no sense for it to be dropping. It should be going up because all of the stocks in that index are straight up. So our bias right here is going to be bullish for the day. We just need a confirmation that it's going to confirm the bullish move upside to the upside. So you guys can see right here, this is clear market manipulation, right? You can see from the stock market right here, it's literally all green, super green. Indexes right here, super green. Like there's no reason for it to go down. Look at all the entire index, like the whole market, green, 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 right? Dow 30 is green, S&P is green, NASDAQ's green, oil's green, bonds are green. But you're looking over here at US 30 and it's dropping. This is market manipulation right here. You don't want to trade during this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to swing back up because it's going to swing back up eventually. There's no way for it to keep dropping because the market is straight green right here. There's no reason for it to. What I'm going to wait for is I'm going to wait for it to swing back up. And then as it swings back up, I'll take the buys. But right now I'm not going to play with it because the market is being manipulated. Obviously, you guys can see how far did it drop. So if I connect the range from here, it's dropped almost 1,000 pips, which makes 0 sense because, I mean, just look at the index right here. It's up 200 points, right? There's no reason for it to come down. So we'll just wait for it. I mean, we'll see what happens from here. If the market keeps getting manipulated right here in the morning, then we might just, we might just sit out the market. Well, I might just sit out the market because I'm not really trying to trade when the market's moving like that. We have the Fed member Williams speaking at noon today, but there's nothing else before that. So a lot of this movement right here is really unusual for US 30. So I'm going to wait for it to swing back up. Yeah, exactly, Kenny. It pretty much is, right? It's just going to have that spike down, and then eventually it's just going to swing back up. It literally makes no sense, guys. I mean, I don't know if this makes any sense to you, but it's been green since open. Market's only been up 2 minutes. It's already up in profit, net positive 173 points. If you look here at the actual Dow index, it's pretty much like straight green. So I'm just going to wait and see. I'm probably not going to be able to take the breakout entry, obviously, but we'll probably catch the scalps as they swing back up. So as you guys can see right here, this 10-minute candle still has 6 minutes left on it. What could happen from this point is once it gets closer to candle close, like the next 6 minutes, this might end up swinging up, and then it'll just leave a huge wick on the bottom. So just just be patient. Hey, morning, Kyle. Morning, everybody. Yeah, looking here on the 3 minute. Yeah, Kim, this is, I wouldn't take this though, even though it closed below, because like I mentioned, this is market manipulation. I'm not going to take it in that direction because it can swing back up. The main key right here to follow is going to be the 10-minute, because this is going to be leading. This candle hasn't closed yet. We still have 6 minutes on it. So until this candle right here closes, we don't really have something like a bias to really follow right now. I mean, if you guys want to take this, you guys can, but I would consider this very risky because, you know, the stock index over here is straight green. So I wouldn't really mess with anything going opposite of the fundamentals, because the fundamentals always lead. You know, the charts will tell you one thing, but if you look at the fundamentals are generally going to lead. If they say it's going to be green, then odds are market's just being manipulated, and then it'll eventually swing back to where it's supposed to go. So the Dow future here is up 256 points. The daily is up 167 points. Looking at the actual index over here, I mean, pretty much Caterpillar is up almost 5 points. It could cover all the red stocks right here. Amgen's down not even 1 point. Intel is down 0.24. Apple is down 0.56. Disney's down 0.58. Microsoft's down 0.77, and Salesforce is down 1.59. So pretty much Caterpillar and Honeywell over here, these two stocks can pretty much cover all the reds. So we'll see where it goes from here. Yeah, I know it was a crazy drop, Kim. But this is how they trap a lot of people. This is why I don't take trades right away. Because the thing is, if you saw this right here, well, you know, anyone else, they probably would have hopped in for the sell. And then as soon as they hop in, it's going to spike all the way back up. So I would just, I'd probably just wait for the confirmation before you enter anything. All right, so let's see. Just looking at the fundamentals over here, it's at 167. It's picking back up to 180. So I think it's getting ready to swing back up. So I don't think I'm going to be taking any breakout entries today. I mean, obviously we're not, the breakout's over already. It's already 6:35. Looks like we'll just be looking for some, you know, some scalps here on either the 3-minute or the 1 minute. The 10-minute right here, if this closes above and provides a snipe entry, I'll mark it up for you guys, but I'm not going to take it myself. I'm just going to mark it up for you guys if you guys want to follow it. Yeah, exactly, Peter. So Peter just mentioned, I think that drop is to take out people's stop losses. I agree. It was a manipulated move to stop everyone out, and then it corrects all the way back up. So see this huge wick right here? If you guys hopped into that trade, you guys would have gone screwed. But like I mentioned earlier, I said fundamentals were bullish, right? So what happens with technicals? They follow the fundamentals. So if this is bullish, eventually the technical side is going to have to swing up, and it's doing exactly what I mentioned. See this big wick right here? I mentioned that we'd have to wait for this candle to close because the 10 minutes going to be leading. So right here, it has 3 minutes left. Once this candle right here closes, we'll have a better idea as, you know, where price is going to be going, because the fundamentals show a bullish move. So if the technicals show a bullish move, odds are it's probably going to be bullish. So we got a huge wick right there. Price pretty much dropped nearly over 1,000 pips right there, and then it shot all the way back up. See, perfect. I probably could have caught the move from below, but you know, I'm not trying to take any risky trades today. It's Monday, so it's doing exactly what you know, what we anticipated. So yeah, Eunice over here mentioned that there's a 1 minute signal right here. So if anybody wants to take this, I mean, you guys can. I'm probably gonna hold off for a bit. I'm not gonna enter just yet because I'm gonna wait for, you know, a better confirmation. Well, the TP here already got hit. Eunice, it looks like. So if anyone wants to enter this trade, I mean, you know, take it at your own risk. But I'm going to wait for this this 10-minute right here to close before I start taking any trades. But yeah, the fundamentals are playing out exactly how we thought, right? It's up 262 points. It's going exactly where we thought it would be going. Actually, you could probably still take the breakout entry here. It's just going to be risky. So I'll just mark this up right here. See how it's coming back down. That's why I don't want to take the trade, because market is still being manipulated right now. They're still trying to trap people in both directions. All right. All right, so I just have all these marked up right here just in case, but I'm not going to enter the trade like I mentioned. It's just too risky right now. I'm going to wait for the market to kind of stabilize a bit, or at least for this to close right here, this 10-minute, because obviously you can see right here it's swinging back up to where we thought it would go, because all the fundamentals are showing green. So there's no reason for it to drop. It was just that drop was, you know, it's just manipulated move down. So other than that, I think we're good off here. So I'm just gonna mark this up. I'm marking this red right here as a 10 is a 100 pip mark. This is a 250 pip mark, and this is the 500 pip mark right here. So if anyone wants to enter that, I mean, you guys can. Maybe I'll take the rest of the move up. If it comes back down to entry, I'll probably hop in for a quick little move. All right, so I'm gonna just catch that for a small little move right there. I entered for a decent position, nothing too big. But I'm just gonna trail it to see how far it goes up. We'll be looking at the other scalps as we move forward, but I think it's gonna be pretty bullish. So I'm just holding on to this, and then I'm gonna see where it goes from here. If we get a buy here on the 3-minute, this is where I would take the buy. So I'm gonna stack on a position as it gets to that point. We got about 2 minutes left on here. So there we go. We have that pending buy right there. I'm going to set up my alerts right here. There we go. See, I'm currently in the position already. You guys heard my position earlier when I took it. So that would be the 1 minute here that I was following. I just marked it up as a breakout. So this would be the breakout entry right here if anyone wants to take it. We got to wait for this over here to close in order for us to take that buy. So that's pretty much what we're waiting for here on the 3-minute. Looking at the 10-minute over here, this would technically be a snipe entry if anyone wanted to take it. But I'm not going to take this trade right here. I'm going to mark it up right there. If anyone wants to take it, that's a snipe entry. I'm not taking that. So that's going to be an at risk trade. I'd rather scalp within the smaller moves over here off the 3-minute and the 1 minute. So that's pretty much what we're waiting for here. This candle closed in about 52 seconds. So if this closes with a green bullish candle right here, bullish signal, then we would probably take this here for a buy. This is just marked up here as well for the possible breakout entry if anyone took the breakout entry. But what we're looking for here is this 3-minute entry right here for an actual trade that I'm going to be showing you guys. So we got 30 seconds left on this candle. It's fine if it doesn't close. I should have closed out the position when it was up already. Like it was up like nearly 2,000. I'm just checking out the messages here. Going back to the fundamental side over here, let me just check this out. So the problem with this right here is the fundamental side is showing a bullish move. The problem is that retail traders are also long. We generally don't like to trade in the direction of the retail traders. We like to trade in the opposite. So we have a buy signal right here, but it's not a valid, it's not a valid signal. So we're not going to be taking that. We'd have to wait for the next one. Move this over here. Yeah, exactly, Mitchell. It's doing exactly the same thing that they did on Friday. They just spike price back and forth and around. So let's see. Mitchell is asking, how do they manipulate the markets? I mean, they manipulate by pushing price around. That's pretty much why it's moving like this. The fundamentals show a strong bullish bias right here. It's up 250 points, but it hasn't been negative all morning, but the price is still coming down. So that's how you can see that's manipulation. If you want to go back and rewatch it, Mitchell, you can go and rewind the replay from the open. But yeah, we're pretty much just waiting for this to, I mean, we're not going to have an entry now. We have to wait for the retracement now because this, this signal right here was invalid. So you can see there's not really much of a direction yet. Exactly. The market, if you guys were on the live session on like last week, there was like 3 days last week where the market was doing this. It was just bouncing back and forth. Like the fundamentals were like clearly in one direction for a buy, but the fundamentals just kept, bouncing back and forth. I mean, the technical side, the charts, but I mean, right here, if you look at the fundamentals, everything's pretty much bullish. It just doesn't make sense for it to drop. It's up 266 points on the daily. The actual index over here is pretty strong. Goldman Sachs is up almost 6 points. Home Depot is up 4.5. Caterpillar's up 4.3. Honeywell's up 3.3. There's only a few stocks that are red here, so it shouldn't be dropping at all. Looking over here at the futures data, it's still up pretty high as well. So everything's like pretty high right now. It's just the market's moving like this. All right, so I'm still in that buy from earlier. I'm in this one over here. I think as it swings back up, I'm probably just going to pull out. I'm not really trying to play in this market right now. So I think when it swings back up to this area over here, I'll probably just pull out of my trade. I don't really like trading in a market like this. I'm in profit right now, but I'm not really trying to dabble in this if it's going to keep bouncing around like this. So I'm gonna be watching on my end, and then I'll probably pull out once it reaches this level up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and set a TP so I don't forget. But yeah, eventually I think it's gonna swing back up. It's just, it's a matter of time before it does. All right, I'm still in the trade. I just set a TP. I set a TP at TP1 right here. It was already up there. I was gonna close it out, but I was analyzing stuff and I missed the move up. So unfortunately, I missed that as it came up, and then I ended up getting stuck in it right now. But I think it's going to swing back up. So it's pushing back up in profit right now as we speak, which is cool. TP is somewhere above there. Yeah, I just hate trading in markets like this where it's heavily manipulated, because the thing is, if your stop loss is too tight, I mean, it'd be really easy for you to get kicked out of a trade. So just looking at this here, everything's pretty bullish. I mean, everything's showing me a good bullish move, but just the way that the market looks right here, it's just playing around way too much, where I'm not really trying to get caught in anything. So as it swings up right here, it's going to pull me out of the trade to the TP right here. But yeah, I mean, looking at the fundamental side over here, I think it's going to be pretty bullish. I'm just going to wait for another actual entry though, because I kind of entered this impulsively. When it came back to entry point right here, as it came down and came up, I entered for a buy, and it's fine. I'm in profit. I'm not complaining about it. It's just I just don't like being in trades like this where it's uncertain. And the spread right now on US 30 is kind of heavy. I think it's because of the volatility. It's just really risky for us to hop into stuff. So I got my TP set. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not going to watch it. Just gonna let it do what it's supposed to do. And yeah, other than that, let me just check this real quick. I'm getting a bunch of messages right now from you guys. I'll just pull up the Telegram, it's easier. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Goldie. Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to get out to, because the market's still, I mean, it's still bouncing around, but it's doing exactly what we anticipated earlier. I don't have a stop loss set for mine either, guys, because I took a normal lot size. I didn't take a big one, so I could, like, if I really wanted to hold on to it, I could hold on to it for a pretty long time, because my risk right now, I had some wins yesterday, so my risk can carry over to the to today. So. But I do have my TP set for right here. So when it reaches this point, I'm just going to pull out. Let's see. Dave, what did Dave say? Oh, Dave's wife's having back surgery this morning. And no, definitely prayers to your wife, Dave. Hopefully your wife's, I think she'll be fine. So definitely we'll be looking out for your wife right there. All right, so people are making their way in right now to the room. I think everyone's in the room now. Maddie, I think you're in here as well. I just saw your message here for the Zoom link. Here, I'll just forward it over to you. There's a Zoom link. There you go, Maddie. Sent you the link right there. All right, so it's swinging back up in profit right now as we speak. Like I mentioned, I'm going to pull out once it reaches TP1 over there. All right, so I got pulled out in profit, guys. I'm at a trade. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. I'm just gonna I'll just give you guys a small update for this over here. I should have just held on to it. Fuck. I knew it was gonna come up. I don't know why I freaking put a stupid TP right there. And it's all good, whatever. So I'll give you guys a small update right here for that trade. This is a breakout entry that we were talking about earlier. We finally got that confirmation up. So I'll just give you guys a small little update here in the group for whoever took it with me. I know some of you guys did. So this is going to be the, I'll just wait for it right here. There we go, full TP. So a full TP right there off that, that's a breakout entry. Stupid horns took a long, kind of lagged on that. So anyways, there's a full TP right there for that breakout entry for whoever caught it with me. I got out early at TP1, unfortunately. I just wasn't really paying attention to it. So, I mean, whatever. If you guys took the trade, go ahead and send in your profits. I'll send you guys my profits. My profits are kind of small because I got out too early, unfortunately. But yeah, no, definitely great work to whoever here that caught it. Eunice over here took the trade with me. He locked in about 156 for the day. So nice work, Eunice. So I'll just send that over here. If you guys have any profits you guys want to share regarding that one, go ahead and send them in the group or message it to me. And I'll give you guys an update on my profits as well. I should have just held on to it. I knew it was going to come up. Like I was telling you guys, it was going to come up, but I ended up pulling out too early. So Sisu over here, he pulled in 2,960. Nice work, Sisu. Cheryl over here too. She said could have held longer, but I'm good. So she did the same thing as me. She pulled out a little early. She locked in 7,772 for the day. Nice work, Cheryl. My brother Justin over here. Justin locked in 10,000 for the day. Wow, crazy. That's my little brother right here. Is my real little brother Justin. He locked in way more profit than me today. He locked in 10,152. Took the buys there off that breakout as well. Brittany over here. Brittany locked in almost 2,000. Nice work, Brittany. Great, man. You guys are killing it, guys. All you guys doing great. Christopher over here locked in about 27 bucks. Nice work, Chris. Larkin over here locked in almost 1,000 right here as well. He took the buys as well right there. So nice work, everybody. Miles over here passed phase one so much. Thank you so much for all you help. You're truly the man. Thank God I didn't go full. Yeah, so Miles over here just passed his FTMO. Congrats, Miles. Nice, nice. Miles right here. Another member here in K2 passed their FTMO with us today. Congrats, Miles. You deserve it, bro. I know you've been waiting for this day for a while. So definitely big congrats to Miles over here. He passed his FTMO, fully passed. You're good, man. Congrats. Goldie over here. Goldie locked in 64 right there. Nice work, Goldie. Steven over here locking about 1,000. Nice work, Steven. Big Zan over here locking about 1,000 for the day. Killing it, man. All right, cool. So yeah, Zan's day one of 40K challenge looks like he's almost done. He's probably going to be done by the end of this week. Be funded soon. Kevin over here as well. Kevin's up 3,412. Nice work, Kevin. Shaqui over here, he said easy money, Shawn. Thanks. He locked in about 262. Nice work, Shaqui. So yeah, everybody here did pretty good. I mean, looking at everyone's profits here, no losses. Everyone's killing it. Chardonnay over here, she's up about 500. She said, thank you. I played with the lot sizes, then my child started hitting the phone as well. So Chardonnay over here started playing around with it. She took some kind of big lot sizes, then she took some small ones. All wins though. That's the main key here, right? That you guys don't lose any trades. I want to make sure you guys don't lose any trades here. Because as long as you guys take the trades that I'm taking, and you guys use proper lot sizes, you guys could easily pass your FTMOs, make a ton of profit with me. Main key is not to lose. I don't really lose here very often. Probably lose like maybe once or twice a month. But as long as you guys follow directions and don't get greedy, you guys are good to go. So I'll send you guys my profits too. So we did pretty good. I mean, everyone here locked in some pretty solid profit. Paul over here too. Paul took the trade. He's up 1,755. He held on to it. So he's still holding on to it right now. Nice work, Paul. And here's a breakout in the snipe entry as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys another update for the snipe entry here. Because I gave you guys a couple trades here that you guys could have taken for whoever, caught any of those trades. So here's the snipe entry right here for another 500 pips. So we're up like about 1,000 pips today for US 30, depending on if you took either of the trades. Because I didn't mark up a bunch of trades here. So another one right there. I mean, you guys are doing pretty great this morning. Full TP off that. This one here too, if we took this right here, this would have been a full TP as well, but I'm not going to count that because I mentioned that that's, you know, that was pretty much a risky trade. But yeah, the 1 minute over here too, full TP. So everything's pretty good. I mean, we're going to be looking for another reentry, but let me just take a screenshot of my profits here so that you guys can see, you know, what I did for the day. All right, my MT4 is frozen, but all right, man. What's going on with this MT4? I don't know if you guys' MT4 is frozen, but mine's frozen right now. I'm trying to screenshot my profits, but it's just all right, there we go. All right, so let me just send you guys the profit over here. Nice. Paul just guaranteed his profits. He moved his stop loss and profit 1,000. So he's pretty much guaranteed everything right there. Just send you guys the trades right here real quick. All right, so these are the ones that I locked in over here. I locked in 2,000 for the day on one account, and then I locked in 1,463 on my other account. So this is my main account right here. This is my copier account. That's why the lot sizes are a little weird, because I have this copying my trades exactly same lot size, just 1%, or pretty much the same exact lot size that it's copying. I don't use fixed lots. I just use it just copies exactly what trades I'm taking here. So locked in some nice profits off those K2 US 30 scalps this morning to kick off the trading week. Damn, it's still shooting up. So you can see right here, I analyzed this from the morning. I showed you guys that there's no reason for it to be dropping. And what happened? It shoots all the way up, right? That move right here, this was a fake out. This was a manipulation. Price just got manipulated downwards, and then it shot up to where it was supposed to go. Because if you guys look at the fundamentals, the technicals always follow the fundamentals. Like a lot of people don't understand like why price goes the opposite. But we do, because, you know, I know how to read these charts. I've been trading US 30 every day for like the past 3 years. So I've kind of figured out how it moves. So it's up 330 points right now. And, you know, that's why we took the buy earlier and why we weren't really afraid that it was going to push up like that. So anyways, great work amongst everyone here. Looks like all you guys locked in some pretty solid profit. Paul said he's almost there to full TP. He's up 2,550 right now. Nice work, Paul. Yeah, so you guys are doing pretty amazing right now. I mean, there's no reason for you guys not to be in profit with us here. We haven't had any losses, like I think this whole month. We had like one US 30 loss, but that was like an accident. So other than that, I mean, big congrats to everyone who passed your FTMO today with us, or funding talent, or whatever you guys are doing. But yeah, no. So that's it for this right here. Let me go back to US 30 real quick and see if there's any other entries that are available. I'll delete this because that's done with. I'll delete this too because that's done with as well. Yeah, no, it looks pretty solid for the most part. Over here real quick. All right. Twister said, where can I send my massive 54 euro profit? Twister, you can send it to me on Telegram. So you can send it in any of the groups. So you can send it in the public group, you can send it in the premium, you can send it to me directly. Just go ahead and send it to me anywhere, Twister, and I'll add you to the list of profits for everyone today. Here's Miles. He sent me, he said, here are my profits that made me pass. So these are basically the trades that Miles took, copying what I did right here on the 1 minute. Basically, Miles just took the trade that I took this morning. That's what he locked in. He locked in about 471 to pretty much wrap up his FTMO challenge. So he did the 50K count. He's pretty much done with that right there. Or I don't know if this is 50K. I think it is, right? But yeah, looking at his markup right here, he's pretty much done. Full TP off that. Oh yeah, that is 50K. Okay, so yeah, he reached his goal right there. So I'll just zoom in a little more right here. You can see his FTMO, pass, good to go. So Miles passes FTMO in the minimum days, 10 days requirement right there. So great work, Miles. Yeah, man, proud of you, bro. I know you've been talking to me about this for like a couple, I think you've been messaging me. Let's see. So Miles messaged me first on May 12th. He wasn't sure about joining K2. He finally joined K2 a little over a month later, passed his FTMO with us within 10 days. So nice work, Miles. I know you have a lot of big plans ahead of you. All right, cool. So going back to the 1 minute over here, nothing yet. We're looking for retracement. So we want a retracement down, and then we catch it as it swings back up. Same with the 3 minute here. We're done with that trade, but we want a retracement down, and then we catch it as it swings back up. So yeah, everyone did pretty good so far. Let me just go over here real quick and see. All right, so no, I think everything here is pretty good for the most part. Now let me go over here real quick and see if there's any other questions here in the Zoom. So this is fine that we're getting opposite signal. That's what we're looking for. We want it to retrace down a bit. Here, let me see real quick what everyone's doing over here. Yeah, Sam said, I'm always hesitant though. You know, you should be hesitant. You know, it's better to be careful than to not be careful, Sam. Because the thing is, like for here on the 1 minute, if we weren't like hesitant to enter this trade here, we probably would have gotten stuck in this little retracement right here, right? This big pullback spike down. But good thing we waited for the actual confirmation here. And that's why we took the trade and it hit TP. Yeah, Roman. So if you're looking at the trend meter on the 1 minute for scalping, I just set it all to the 1 minute. Same with the 3 minute. If I'm scalping off this as well, on the 3 minute right here, I set it all to the 3 minute. And then lastly, for the 10 minute over here, I do the same thing. I set it all to 10 minute down here, so that we can see what the trend is for that time frame. All right. So let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here. Yeah, Miles said, thanks. Why would anyone not follow Shawn? He makes sure that we don't get full. Yeah, no, exactly. Definitely, Miles. I'm glad that you passed. So Paul over here said US 30 hit my stop loss and profit. He locked in 2,000. He's happy. Nice, definitely, Paul. So congrats to you, Paul, too, for your profits. Looks like everyone did pretty amazing this morning. Tommy as well. Tommy's up 2,546. He took the same buys that I called this morning. Locked in some pretty massive profit off that. So Tom, you're pretty much almost done. You're almost funded. You just need to have another $2,500 day, which is which will be pretty easy. Yep, almost done. Dave over here, Dave made 3,575. He was trading on his cell phone in his car. Nice, definitely. That's definitely smart of you, Dave. So Dave over here, he's trading in his car right now using his cell phone, and he's listening to the Zoom as well. So yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So Dave has no words on his wife. His wife is going to surgery today for her back, so I think she'll be fine. Definitely, Dave. We definitely have her in our prayers, so we'll be behind you as you wait for her. Mayor over here. Mayor locked in 54 euros. Oh, so this is you, Twister, right? So this is Twister right here. Twister locked in some nice profits off those buys right there. Locked in 54 euros. Nice work. And it's still pushing up right here. So it's still pushing up like we anticipated, but we're looking for a retracement to enter this trade. It's 7:02 right now. If you guys are familiar with how I trade, I generally trade till 8. So we'll see if we can catch another scalp around 8 o'clock. If we don't see anything, then I'm probably going to be done for the day. I usually only trade from 6 to 7, guys. I mean 6 to 8, because once it hits 8, that's when the market starts to move a little funky. You can see right here, I marked it up right here from 9 to 10. Generally around this area, price will start to consolidate a bit. And then once it gets to mid-market, it starts to reverse. And then once it gets to like noon, it starts to reverse super hard. So this is why I'm not really inclined to keep trading after 8. It's only 7 right now. So if we do get a retracement, I'll take some more trades. If not, I'm probably going to be done for the day, because this is why we have such a high win rate, because I stick to a certain time period where there's a lot of volatility. And once the volatility dies down, I hop out of it. Maddie's asking, what are the TP and stop loss for the 3 minute and 1 minute strategy? The TP and stop loss for the 3 minute is 250 profit, 500 pip stop loss. And then for the 1 minute, it's 200. It's 10. Here, I'll just put it right here, Maddie, so that you can see. So This is the 1 minute, the K2 US 30 1 minute scalp strategy. So first you want to confirm valid K2 momentum signal. 2, confirm price is above 2A. Confirm price is breaking and closing past K2 pivots 3 and 4. Or 2B, confirm price is above pivots for a buy or below for a sell. Re-enter on the open of the following candle, and TP stop loss is 100, 300 pips. So that's pretty much it for this right here. This is the 1 minute strategy. So that's the TP stop loss for that right there. This is a trade that we took right here. So obviously, you know, if you took this trade right here using the strategy, so using the strategy right here, this is the trade that we took. Well, we took the breakout. This was the 1 minute, but I'll just show you how it, you know, pretty much how it works here. It's not that difficult. You know, prices, we have a valid buy signal right here. So we take that. That's requirement number 1. Requirement number 2, you want to confirm prices breaking, closing past the K2 pivots 3 and 4. Right here, we have the buy signal. Get the circle. Right here, we have the buy signal. And then right here, you can see prices breaking, closing past the pivots, right? With that said, we have a confirmation for requirement number 1 and 2. Next, you want to enter on the open of the following candle. The TP is set to 100 pips and 300 pips for stop loss. So with that said, if you took that trade, full TP right there. So that's pretty much it for the 1 minute right there. For the 3 minutes, the same thing. It's just that TP stop loss is different because it's a bigger time frame. So you have to go for a bigger TP stop loss. So for here, TP is going to be 250. Stop loss is going to be 500 pips. So if you go back over here, I mean, you wouldn't take this trade right here, but if you took this one over here, that would have been a valid entry. So we have a valid momentum signal for a buy right there. Price isn't breaking closing passive pivots because it was already above it. So we skip 2A, we go to 2B. Price is above for a buy. Price is above it right there. So we take a long position right here. And then we ride this for 250 pips, 500 pips stop loss. We let that run. There you go, full TP, right? So as you guys can see right there, it's the same strategy, it's just on a different time frame. So that's the TP stop loss for the 3 minute right here, Maddie, if you're wondering. So that's it for the 3 minute. That's it for the 1 minute over here as well. It hasn't retraced down yet, guys. So since there's no retracement, there's no entry. You guys don't want to hop in like right away for a buy and chase the move because price can easily swing back at any moment. So we're waiting for it to swing back, but it hasn't, you know, it hasn't swung back yet. So we'll see where it goes from here. But it might start to lose its steam as we get closer to 8 o'clock. Looking at the fundamentals here, yeah, it's going to have to drop at some point, guys. This is too high. It's up 400 points. Like, price hasn't moved like this since COVID. Like, I don't know if you guys have been following US 30 since COVID, but yet generally it moves like about 100 points. Today it's moving like 400 points. This is it's a big move for the indexes. So just keep that in mind. Let me go over here real quick and see where the all-time high is. I don't think we're anywhere near it, but yeah, we're actually really far from it. So we don't have to worry about that. But just, you know, just looking at this right here, if we're applying the daily entry would be a sell. So if you guys want to catch that reversal, I would follow this 10-minute here. If we get a sell signal, then it's probably going to drop from that point because it generally starts to drop around, like I mentioned, 9 to 10. So I'll just mark up 9 to 10 right here. So we'll probably see some consolidation around this area. And then by noon, it'll probably reverse. So I expect it to drop at some point. It might not happen right now. It might happen like later in Asia session, but I think eventually it's probably going to have to swing over. Yeah, no problem, Eddie. Jalon said pullback could be soon. Candles getting smaller. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. So I'm just waiting for that. You can see here on the 1 minute, we started to have some wicks above here. So the retracement might happen right here. This is cool because we're waiting for that retracement anyway so that we can get a buy signal and catch it on its way back up if it happens. But right now, there's just no entry. And I'm fine with the profits. Like if we don't have an entry by 8, I'm completely fine because I'm already up. So I'll just add both of my accounts up. These are both my accounts right here. If I add these up, 2014 plus 1,463 and 41 cents. I'm already up 3,477 for the day. So I'm not really inclined to take any unnecessary risk. If I see an entry, I'll take it. If I don't see an entry, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to force something that's not there. Nice. Ivan, he's applying the gold strategy. So if you guys have been following the gold strategy that we went over last week, these are Ivan's results for the weeks, or his back test over here. He's been doing pretty good. I think for June, he's had like pretty much a lot of wins. 80% win rate for June, 85% win rate for May, 80% win rate for April. March was a little iffy, but February is 80% as well. So nice work, Ivan. I'm not sure if you're in here in the live session, but you're doing pretty good off that right there. Rick over here, he's up 558. Nice, Rick. So Rick's doing good too. Yeah, you guys are doing pretty nice. Cool, Ivan. Yeah, I just saw your post right there. His 250 and 500 pips TP hit for gold today. So great work, Ivan. Ivan's been working on this gold strategy right here. I don't really, so the problem with this strategy right here is that it conflicts with the US 30 open. So the thing is, I trade US 30, Ivan trades gold. He'll probably, he's working on it right now. So Razul's asking Shawn, how do we get access to the gold strategy? So the gold strategy is pretty much, we don't have it yet. Ivan's still testing it. So I'm probably not going to teach it, but I did give you guys a hint as to how it works in the last sessions. I'll see if I could, I'll see if I can like explain it to you guys once he's, once he's finally have it all done. It's pretty much done for the most part. He had a pretty high win rate so far, but it's not something that I'm applying. It's basically Ivan's own strategy using the K2 indicators. It's a spin-off of the breakout that we're doing, but just on a different time frame. So once we have enough testing done on it, I'll probably explain it to you guys again, but it's hard to manage at the same time because the trade comes up at the same time as US 30. So Ivan might have to be the master at that gold strategy. Let's see, Rick said K2, see Jason's comment above. So Jason said, Shawn, at gold in uptrend right now, US 30 be down. That's how I study it in the afternoon. Gold doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily move opposite of US 30. I know a lot of people do use it. There's a couple of pairs that people like to pair US 30 with to see how it moves, but I don't think it moves necessarily the opposite way. So let me pull up US 30 for you right here, and then I'll pull up gold over here. It does move opposite sometimes, but a lot of the times it doesn't necessarily move like that every time. So you can see right here. So looking on the 10-minute, you can see that, see how US 30 and gold kind of move the same. And then it swings up right here. The only difference is US 30 kind of has a smooth move up right here, but gold still has a choppiness right here, right? So the thing with gold is that it's based off the US dollar, right? So if the dollar is weak or the dollar is strong, it's going to move one way or the other. The thing with US 30 is it doesn't move based off the dollar. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it moves the same. I think one pair that moves similar to it is like odd USD. So looking at odd USD right here, let me see. I can't remember what pair it was. I remember we used to follow a pair that looked kind of similar. No, it's not odd USD. I guess it's kind of like it moves in the same direction, but it's not really as smooth. Was it Euro USD? Oops, wrong one. Yeah, I can't remember so the thing with the dollar too is that the dollar is being, everything is kind of manipulated this week and last week. G right here looks like more of a similar move to it, right? So I think GU looks actually a lot more similar to US 30 than gold. So looking at GU right here, it's moving exactly the same way. So, this might be something that you could base it off, but I feel like a lot of people, if you do this, like if you try to match with something, you're trying to make something show that isn't really there. So I don't really base it off another pair, but if you look at GU right here, it looks pretty similar to US 30. NZD USD, not so much. USD JPY. No, not so much either. It looks like GU is probably the closest one to it. if you match GU with US 30 over here. So yeah, Jason, I'm not sure exactly how it moves in comparison to gold, but I never really match with gold. I've seen other people match with gold, but you can see right here, GU has way more resemblance to US 30 than gold over here. Because it does move somewhat opposite, but I mean, for the most part, it still kind of moves the same. It's just during US session, it moves a little different. So it's maybe something to keep in mind if you're following through with it. Yeah, no, I mean, here, I'll show you guys another example. So let me show you another example for Friday. Well, not Friday. Was it Thursday, I think? When was Friday? Friday was the 15th. Okay, so I'll just pull up on Thursday, like how it was moving. And then we'll just see how it moves opposite. Because the thing is, both of them were being manipulated last week because there was inflation news. I think you guys think it looks the same, but the difference was that there was inflation news. So the US dollar was actually affected last week. So it might have seemed like they were moving similar, but I don't think they necessarily move the same. All right, so this is 14th at 10 a.m. All right, so as you guys can see right here, it moves exactly this, well, not exactly the same, but for the most part the same, right? So you were talking about how in the afternoon it moves kind of different. It kind of does right here, but not exactly, because they both drop right here. It's just this one had a bigger drop, a more dramatic drop right here. But overall, if you look at it from a bird's eye view, it kind of looks the same, right? Big drop right here from US session. And then during afternoon right here, it came down. Here on US 30, it also came down. So I wouldn't say that it moves opposite all the time. It just depends on the news because there was a lot of news last week. So as you can see right here for gold and US 30, here, I'll pull up to like a random date, not like last week, because last week obviously was kind of like a weird time. So here, we'll go over here to like May 31st, right? So we'll start from May 31st at 6 a.m. May 31st, 6 a.m., not last week because there was a lot of news. All right, so May 31st at 6 a.m. Yeah, you can see right here. So Jason and Rick, if you guys can see right here, they kind of move the same. So it doesn't really move opposite in the afternoon. It still actually moves the same. So like, for example, right here, it was pretty bullish. And then from right here, same situation, pretty bullish. And then at like 6:30, the next on the first, it started to come down. So 6:30 on the first right here as well, it started to come down as well, right? So I don't think it necessarily moves different. It actually moves very similar. But I think because just last week, it was because of the news. It was causing it to pretty much bounce back and forth from that area. So, I mean, I don't know if you think that it plays out like that, Jason, just keep testing it. Go back to like a random date. Just go back to like, don't even think about the date. Just go to like to May 13th or whatever, and just check if it moves like that during the afternoon. So like, for example, right here on May 10th, right? You can just pull it up and then we'll just go back here to gold. And then I'm just showing you like, this is how you would back test it to see if like your hypothesis like is the same, right? If you think something goes one way, just back test it and see how often does that happen. Does it happen often, or does it just happen like 1 week out of the month? Because if that's the case, then you can pinpoint that month or that week of the month. And then every time that happens, you can just, you can use that as an example. So looking here, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty much the same to me. It doesn't really look like it does the opposite. Sometimes it does, but for the most part, it looks like it does the same right here. Yeah, no problem, Jason. Glad I can help you guys because this will just help you guys get better. So if you guys find something, you guys can share it with us and then we could all use it too. So yeah, if you guys want to go back test it, feel free. I'm not going to do it on this live session because I don't want to waste everyone's time. I know everyone's looking for some scalps here. So yeah, I'm going to back test that to see if it worked. Anyways, going back to US 30 right here, there's no retracement yet. It's still, oh, fuck, we missed this trade right here. So there's actually a trade right here off the 1 minute. If anyone wanted to cash that, it actually already hit TP, so it's too late to enter. But here on the 1 minute, this would have been the 1 minute scalp right there again. Yeah, that thing moved really fast, Nick. I don't know if anyone caught that, but this would have been the 1 minute scalp right here. because right here we have a valid momentum signal upwards. It was above the pivot, so you would have entered right there for 100 pips. Let's see. Maddie said, did you put any trades for the US early? There's no daily entry right now yet, Matt. Because if you're looking for the daily entry, so I'll put the strategy right here for the K2 US 30 daily strategy. First, you want to confirm. First, you want to look for entries after New York Stock Exchange open, which is 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Two, you want to confirm the first valid K2 momentum signal after New York Stock Exchange open. And then lastly, you can enter on the open of the following candle. TP stop loss is at 1,500 pips. TP1 at 750 pips. So there's no entry here, right, Maddie? Market open here at 6:30. There's no signal, so there hasn't been a daily entry yet. Matt's asking, how would you set TP stop loss? I don't set a TP stop loss. I just manually enter and close it when I take these trades. So yeah, I don't necessarily put a TP stop loss. I just have it running and I manually exit when I do. Like how I did earlier. Earlier, I just manually exited when it reached TP1. But I could have just held on to it if I wanted to. All right, let's see what I'm missing over here real quick. Let's see, I got a couple messages over here. So you guys said about something about the 1 minute. So I think the 1 minute is the only thing we can really play around with right now because everything else isn't really retracing. 3 minute isn't retracing at all. The 1 minute over here is the only thing that we really have available. You know, if we end up waiting for this to swing back for another entry. So let me just check out the YouTube real quick. Yeah, no, exactly. Let me see this real quick. Yeah, Jeff said NASDAQ's getting smacked right now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Jeff said with CAT launching today after massive sells last week, might be preemptive to an infrastructure bill. Oh, no, that makes sense. Definitely, Jeff. That could definitely be the case. Oh, Shawn over here too. So Shakui over here, he actually caught the 1 minute. I missed it, fortunately. Let's see. All right, cool. So Dave over here, here's Dave's profits over here. Nice, Dave. So Dave did pretty good. He locked in some pretty heavy profit here, a couple $1,000 right there. And then again, right here, a couple $1,000. So all of his trades right here did pretty good. Nice work, Dave. So as you guys can see, a lot of people here locked in some pretty heavy profit. Jasmine over here caught that 1 minute as well. So some of you guys did catch this strategy, right? I mean, this entry. So if you guys have the indicators and you guys know how to apply the strategy, you guys can take it on your own. So even though I missed that trade right there, Jasmine caught it. Shakui over here caught it. A couple other people here caught it as well. There's a pretty good amount of people who caught all of these moves over here. Sorry, whenever someone joins the chat, I check who they are because we keep getting these like annoying scammers that show up in the room over here. So yeah, no, definitely great work amongst everyone over here. Let's check out the market sentiment right now. So as you guys can see, 58% of people are long right now. A lot of people are getting stopped out because earlier there was like 62% long or 63% long. The reason why the numbers are changing is because people are shifting because they think price is going to come down, which might happen. This causes some uncertainty in the market because if this starts to shift to the downside, or we might see a reversal. If we see a reversal over here, like how I marked up over here, then at this point, whoever's on that long side is going to get stopped out. And then as soon as they get stopped out right here, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow? It's going to recover all the way back up. So just keep that in mind, right? Don't get caught in this market manipulation. This is why I stopped trading around 8 because that's when the market starts to move kind of funky. But yeah, if you guys want to learn the strategy and have access to these indicators here, so you guys can take trades like this 1 minute on your own, just go on the website right here, k2trades.com. and then click on K2 strategy course right here, and you'll have access to these indicators so that you can lock in your own profits, even though I'm not calling trades for you guys. So nice work. Kyle over here sent his profits to me. Kyle is up 1,242 for the day. Nice. Net positive. Kyle, I think you're in the you should be close to your goal for FTMO. If not, I would just close out in positive, get free retry, and then pass it on the next try. Yeah, what's up, Deswell? How's it going, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. Must be out there flying, especially with the nice weather out right now. See, Forex trades are currently in gold buys to order block for consolidation. Yeah, so we were looking at the order. We were looking at gold earlier. So what I see right here for gold right now, guys, is that it's in consolidation right here. It's just going to move sideways. The only time I would enter it is if it breaks above with a buy signal, or if it breaks below and closes below here. So there's two different scenarios here. I wouldn't enter right away. I would probably just wait for it to break out in one direction, and then I'll confirm it and take it in that way as well. Al is asking, where is the market sentiment? So let me go ahead and send that over to you right here. All right, Al, I just tagged you in it. Let's see. There you go, Al. Give you a link for that. Yeah, no, definitely does. Well, I figured you were working since you were been online, because you're almost always online with us here. All right, let me scroll up real quick. Jody's asking if I would look at USD. Sorry, Jody, I didn't get your question. Do you have a question there, like for USD? Because I do use the dollar index if I'm like trying to, or I think you were probably referring to the my analysis of gold over here of US 30, right? So for USD, the symbol for that's DXY. So this would be DXY right here. I don't necessarily pair with the dollar because it doesn't move opposite either. You can see right here, it doesn't really move the same way. So I don't use this as a benchmark either. So let's see, we got a signal over here for the 1 minute. So possibly another 1 minute scalp over here. I don't know if I'm going to take it, guys. I think I'm done trading for the day, but I'll mark it up for you guys if you guys want to take it. So this would be a possible 1 minute scalp. It's probably gonna move too quick. I don't like trading on the 1 minute. I just, I'll show you guys where the trade's at, but I'm probably not gonna take it myself. We have about 20 seconds left on this candle. Once it closes, then you guys can go ahead and take it. But I'm gonna go ahead and just mark it up for you guys. I don't plan on taking it on my own. If I do, I'll let you guys know. But I think personally, I'm probably gonna sit it out. I'm happy with my profits for the day. All right, so nothing there. Now we're just waiting for it to to replay itself from that point. Let me just scroll up real quick. Looks like I missed a couple of questions here. Nadim's asking, is SPY bearish for this week? I have puts expiring Friday. I can pull up SPY. I don't really trade SPY, but I can pull it up for you. What's the symbol for it? Is just SPY? I think it's this right here, right? SPY ETF Trust. I don't know if you guys have an actual symbol for SPY. I know there's a lot here, so I'm not sure which one you're following. Nadeem, but let's see. So I'm just gonna pull up this one right here. I think this is the one that you guys use. So I mean, looking at the SPY right now, it's pretty indecisive. It's not really set. Here, I'll go ahead and I'll analyze this on the 4 hour because you're looking for the weekly, right? So, I mean, it doesn't look bearish to me at all. I mean, it looks somewhat bearish, but not exactly. I could go ahead and just mark up my zones right here so that you can see where the rejection points are. Sorry, let me go back to US 30. We got 40 seconds. So I could probably just analyze this real quick before it closes. All right. So yeah, this looks pretty solid for the most part. All right. So once I've drawn market structure right there, let me go back to the 1 minute real quick. 5 seconds, no entry. All right, back to spiral. I'm going to back up from this point, zoom out. So you guys can see once you draw market structure right here, it helps a lot because you can identify how price is moving, right? So price breaks into the structure right here, consolidates, breaks upwards, consolidates, comes back down, retraces back up, consolidates, comes down, consolidates, breaks upwards. And you guys can see that it moves in phases, right? So basically, I'll show you what the phases are like. So like right here, it breaks upwards, consolidates, right? After that, what happens from this point? Breakout upwards, consolidates, breaks out upwards, consolidates for a while, and it just keeps doing the same thing over and over again, right? So just looking at current price right now for SPY, it's breaking out downwards, right? So what do you think is going to happen from this point? It broke out downwards, it retraced back up. What's going to happen from here? It's going to consolidate, right? So if you have puts expiring at the end of the week, which would be, today's the 21st, 24th. Yeah, it looks like you're going to expire right here on 25th. All right, so this is going to be a tough place for you right here, bro, because if you're waiting for this, it's going to range within these two areas right here. I don't know where your strike price is, but you know, depending on where that's at, hopefully it's you know, it's within this area right here, or it's, you know, it's above or below one of these zones, because the thing is, it's probably going to consolidate a bit. And then looking at the momentum indicator right here, we have a bearish bias. So what might happen here is, my take on it is it'll probably come down over here. And then depending, let me turn on the pivots. It's bearish right now. So yeah, like you mentioned, it's bearish, but it's not a strong bearish trend, right? Because you can see right here, it just sometimes it'll have a retracement like that down right here, but then it shoots all the way back up. The reason for that is because the pivots are still angling upwards. I mean, they're angling downwards right here, but they're not strong. Like you can see when here, I'll just take everything off the chart. And I'll take off the candles too. So I turn the candles off in this momentum indicator. You can see when the pivots are angling like this, where it's level 1, 2, 3, and 4, when it's trending up like that, odds are it probably just retrace down and then swing back up. Again, right here, it can probably swing down and then swing back up. When it shifts to the downside, like, let me turn the candles back on. When it shifts to the downside, like, I mean, it hasn't been down a long, okay, so right here. So this is a difference. When it shifts down like this is when it starts to actually shift in trend, where it's actually momentum starts to swing this way. But when the momentum swings back up, it's pretty strong, right? It'll come up, it'll come down for a small little swing down. So it comes up, swings down, but it comes all the way back up. It just keeps swinging back up. So just looking at SPY over here, I mean, currently you'll have to wait for that confirmation. I think what I would wait for is if price ends up closing back below here, then yeah, it's probably going to keep dropping. But if it doesn't, then it'll probably consolidate sideways or correct back up. There's like two things that can happen here. It'll consolidate for a bit, or it'll just shoot all the way back up. This is a strong bullish candle right here. And there's, let me see if there's news this week. Yeah, because I'm not familiar with stock news, but looking at economic news, there's actually the Fed speaking like every day this week. So today, Fed member Williams is speaking. Tomorrow, Fed member Daly speaking. Powell speaks tomorrow as well. This is probably going to screw with your position. Yeah, I mean, the Fed's speaking all week, so it can really go either way. There's no one where it's going to go. Like, I can't tell you it's going to go, you know, my outlook's going to look bullish or biased, because when Powell speaks, you know, he can say whatever he wants. Whatever he says will probably influence the, you know, the price of SPY. So I don't know. My advice is to just be careful. That's why I don't trade options, guys. I just trade directional in the morning. I day trade, because you don't want to get caught in trades long term. And then Powell comes on the mic tomorrow, and then he says something that affects your position. It goes complete opposite. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, back to US 30 over here. Fuck, we missed another trade. So here's another trade right here for the 1 minute scalp. I told you I was going to take a trade, so it's fine. But if you guys want to take it, I have it marked up right here. You guys can still probably enter it if you want to, because it hasn't hit TP yet. It's actually at entry point, but I consider it risky, so I'm not going to take it myself. It's going to be at your risk. So if you guys want to take it, feel free. I will set an alert right here at the TP. So if it does hit TP for the people who caught it, you know, we'll give you guys an update. but I'm not going to take the trade myself. I think I'm done for the day. It's 7:30 right now. Market's starting to shift down a little bit. You can see the volatility kind of die down, right? It was picked up. I mean, it was pretty high around this area, and then now it's starting to slow down. So the last thing you want to do is enter a trade when price is, just consolidating. But this is the 1 minute, so you can literally make some profit off this real quick. So it looks like it's about to hit TP right there. There you go. There you go, full TP off of that, guys. So this over here. Sorry, I'm just checking this out over. So this just hit TP for whoever caught it. Obviously, I didn't take the trade, but whoever caught it, I'll give you guys an update in the group. Because some of you guys are taking these trades on your own, even though I'm not taking them. This will just keep you guys in line with this right here. All right. So yeah, for whoever took the trade there, full TP. I mean, you guys had a lot of opportunity because it came down to entry point over here, and then it came back. So yeah, for the most part, pretty solid. You guys an update over here real quick. Oh, this thing is just lagging. Let's get a better screenshot of that. Delete this real quick. There you go. Just so you guys can get an update as to how that one's moving. It's going to swing back up. I mean, the bias is still pretty bullish right now, so it's pretty fine for this over here. All right, yeah, so you guys are pretty solid for the most part. Let's see. Jeff said never ever load puts on a Friday sell-off. Everyone never. Yeah, no, it's really risky if you load, if you take option expiration dates on a Friday or like at the end of the month, because that's like when the market's like super manipulated, because it kind of coincides with other expiration dates as well for other assets. So I mean, good luck for whoever's holding that. I think it was Nadeem in the room, right? Yeah, Nadeem over there. Yeah, because the thing is, if you're holding expiration contracts on a Friday, like everyone is going to be like manipulating price to get to where they need it to be. So, I mean, it'll be risky, but good luck to you, Nadeem, if you have those puts. I personally don't trade options anymore. I stopped trading options like 8 years ago because it's so risky. It's such a gamble. I mean, if you win, yeah, it's good, but if you don't, it definitely does hurt. So let's see. FOREX Trade said when you were doing gold scalps, what's your TP goal? Let me see. I don't trade gold FOREX Trade, but using Kyle's strategy over here. I mean, not Kyle, Ivan's strategy. Ivan uses a 500 TP, 500 pip TP for full TP, 200 pip for TP1. Generally, he follows both. He takes, I think, 2 trades. So those are the 2 TPs he uses, 500 and 250. Yeah, I agree, Ivan. It's kind of hard to manage both of them at once. Yeah, Kyle, if you can't make it to your goal, just take the retry. It should be fine. Joshua over here. Joshua say great week, great start to the week. I'm done for the day, bro. That 1 minute scalp looks tempting once it avails itself, but I'm not waiting for no risking my profit. So Joshua over here, he's up 1,519. So you guys can see over here, everyone in K2 has done pretty well so far today. Ken over here as well. He just sent me his profits. Nice. Ken is up, let's see, about 800, 900, about 1,000. So Ken is up about 1,000. He took the last 1 minute, 3 minute gold strat. So yeah, Ken over here is actually applying the gold strategy that Ivan's introduced to you guys. And he actually locked in some nice profit off that. 516, nice work, Ken. Looks like he took the full 500 pip move right there. Nice. Roland over here too. Roland's up about 800 right now. Probably going to reach up to 1,000 by the end of the day. So yeah, definitely. Roland's at 5% for my funding talent. Light day didn't take the open call. So definitely nice work, Roland. So everyone here is doing pretty good. If you guys go over to the profits for today, these are the timestamps for the day. So right here you can see it says today. Roland's up 800. Ken's up about 2,000 right there. Joshua's up 1,519. Kyle's up 1,242. Dave's up about 2,000 right here on his other account, or the extension of his entire account, 2,000 there too. Rick's up about 558. Maher is here up 54 euros. Tommy is up 2,546. Miles up 471, and he passes FTMO. Paul was up about 2,000. He moved to stop loss in profit. Chardonnay up 446. Shaqui over here up 262. Looks like he locked in a little more. Nice. So Shaqui's up 374 for the day. Nice work, Shaqui. So he's doing pretty good. You know, Shaqui actually just joined us recently. So Shaqui messaged me on June 4th. He's only been with us for less than a month. Pretty much locked in his subscription for like the next couple months with these couple trades that he's been taking with us here. John over here too, he's up about almost 1,000. He took the gold trades and US 30, so he's up pretty nice. So yeah, John said accidentally did a 5 lot instead of 0.5 on gold, had to close it out immediately for a loss. Yeah, so he took this trade on accident right here. It was too heavy of a lot size. He didn't want to risk it, so unfortunately he took a small loss there, but he made it back with US 30 trades over here. So nice work, John. Yeah, no, you guys are doing pretty good. So, just showing you everyone's profits here. Kevin's up 3,400. Big Zan's up 1,000 over here. Steven's up about 1,000. Goldie's up about 64 right there. Miles passes FTMO right here. Big congrats to Miles again. Larkin's up about 1,000 right there. So as you guys can see, everyone locked in about 1,000 each for the bigger accounts. Smaller accounts locked in the hundreds. Brittany up 2,000 right there. My brother Justin up 10,000 right here. Cheryl up about 7,700 right there. Sisuk up 3,000. Eunice over here up about 156. Cheryl again right there, 6,500. Vincent up 140. Patricia up 1,100. Zan over there as well, 509. And yeah, for the most part, you guys did pretty good. Tam over here up 1,000. And then for me, I'm up through the 2014. Mother account, I'm up 1,463. So great work amongst everyone here. Glad to see everyone profit. But other than that, I don't really see anything else for me to take here. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I can answer anything you guys want. I can analyze any pair you guys want me to. Yeah, I'm here to help you guys out. But I think for me, for the most part, I'm done with my trades because I'm happy with what I got for today. I'm up about, I think I added it up earlier. For today, I only took 2 trades. I'm up 2014 plus 1,463, 41 cents. So I'm up 3,477 and 41 cents. I'm not really trying to risk anything. My brother, he got in a few more trades. He's actually, he's up 12,000 for the day. That's fucking nuts. He's up 12,202. This is my little brother, Justin, right here. Nice work, Justin. So dude, he locked in way more profit. He makes me look like shit. He got 12,000. I only got 3,000. He makes my profits look like some baby profits here. Yeah, no, definitely. So nice work, Justin. Sisuk over here too. Fern, she said a great start for the week. So Fern's up 1,198. Nice work, Fern. She was trading Bitcoin and US 30. So US 30 all morning, some Bitcoin from the weekend, it looks like. Pretty solid. Sisuk is up 3,440 right here. So nice work, Sisuk. Rick said last screenshot for the day is up almost 1,000. Nice work, Rick. So Rick, your consistency there, bro. It's definitely playing out. Javier sent me his profits too. So good morning, Shawn. Thanks for your teaching. So definitely, Javier. Glad that you are here profiting with us, bro. So yeah, everyone's doing pretty good. I mean, no losses today so far. Everyone's doing pretty solid. Javier sending me his profits right now. Let's see what he got for the day. Let's let this load up. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, Javier is up 164 for the day. Nice work, Javier. Profit's profit, guys. So it doesn't matter if you guys have a small account or a big account. You can see from the saved messages here, it varies, right? If you have like my brother has a 200K account, so he's locked in 12,000 for the day, straight wins, no losses. Fern over here, I think she has a either a 50K I don't know. I think this might be her personal. She's up almost 1,100 right there. CC over here, he's applying. I think he has like 100K account. He's up 3,000. So depending on your account size, I mean, if you have a small account, you can be up in the hundreds. If you have a big account, you could be up in the thousands, right? It's the same thing. We're applying the same strategy here. It's just different lot sizes. So it doesn't matter if you guys have a big account or a small account. You can do pretty well off it. Let me just scroll over here real quick. Miles said, how long do I have to wait until I can start the verification? So Miles, they'll still email it to you. They're going to analyze your progress. So it probably takes like about a day, but once that's done, they'll send you a new login for your verification account. Let's see. Kimberly said, close out early in a loss. Wait, how'd you close out early? Didn't we all make profit off that? I guess you close out before everyone. So let's see, daily loss. How much should I go negative before I close it? I got scared because, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you just got scared off that, Kimberly. It's fine. You know, it happens. I was just shocked that you took a loss because everyone else took a win. But you know, you'll start to build that confidence over time. And the thing is, if you're too scared, you should just take a smaller lot size. The lot size just might be too big, because you should never be scared to take a trade. If you're scared to take a trade, you know, it's better just not take that trade. Or if you do, you know, exit and profit. So I think if you're on the 100K account, your max loss is for the day is 2,500. So divide that by 3. This is how much you want to lose per trade. You never want to go above 833. So depending on what your lot size was, you said you were taking a 3 lot. So 3 times 500. Yeah, I think you're taking way too big of a lot size, because you're going to be risking 1,500 off that trade. A 2 lot times 500. You're still taking way too much. You should probably be using a 1.5 lot. Yeah, either 1.5 or 1.6 lot. You were like way too over leveraged off that trade. Daily loss is, I'm pretty sure the daily loss for 100K is 250, right? I'm not sure like what account you're using. Kimberly, let me just pull it up over here, because I'm pretty sure it's less than that, right? Okay, sorry. No, I was looking at the 50K. So yeah, I was confused with the 50K and the 100K. Yeah, so if your max loss is 5,000, then you should be, so 5,000 your daily loss. You'll divide that by 3. The max you want to lose per trade is about 1,666. So like, for example, you're taking a 3 lot times 500. Oh, you're fine. So you're fine with that right there, Kimberly. Your 3 lot's fine. You know, you just don't want to go over 1,600. Since you were doing a 3 lot, you could have risked up to 500 pips, and you would only risk about 1,500. You know, I understand you were like nervous about the trade, so that's fine. It happens. You'll start to be more confident, you know, once you execute it more. The thing with me is I wasn't scared because I knew it was going to come up. Like, I looked at the fundamentals here. Everything was green. It was straight green. So there was no point for it to drop. It was just, the reason for that drop was just market manipulation, right? You can see right here, it's obviously still green. This is like, when this happens right here, this is where you want to be cautious, because if it's all green like this, what goes up must come down, right? So at some point it's going to have to drop. So that's why I'm not really trading right now, because this will probably start to taper off around 9 o'clock. So around 9 o'clock right here, it'll taper off, and then it'll just come crashing down eventually. So just, you know, just keep that in mind. I mean, it doesn't have to come crashing down, but generally it's going to have to come down at some point. Especially because there's still, okay, you can see right here. So you can see it was like 63% long. Now it's 55%. What happens is a lot of people are getting scared. People are in some long positions right now, but they're starting to get scared because they think it's going to come crashing down. So, I mean, what might happen here is this might come down slightly, but then it'll just skyrocket all the way back up eventually. Because, you know, you want to trade in the opposite of the retail traders. If the retail traders aren't long and they're going short, then price is likely to go up, you know, with time. It's just going to take some time before it gets to that point. But yeah, no problem. So yeah, Kimberly, that's all that you have to look out for. You want to make sure that you divide it by 3 so that you have enough, you know, space in between each trade for you to go past wherever, you know, like say, for example, it goes past the 500 pips on accident, you'll still be within your range, because you can lose up to 5,000. So you should be okay. All right. So I think that's it for right now. Let's see, Jody's asking about your USD. So I'll pull up your USD for you, Jody. So let me go over here to your USD. I'll do this from scratch so that you guys can see my analysis from this. So I'll just take everything off the chart, just so you guys can see how I analyze things from scratch. So, you guys know exactly how I use the K2 analysis for literally everything. So here's a naked chart over here. There's nothing on the chart. The first thing I'm going to do is turn on the K2 SR version 2 indicator. I turn this on in order to determine where market structure is. So what I do is I just outline over these zones so that we can identify where to trade and where not to trade, because you don't want to trade where the rejection points are. Because if you do, odds are price will probably reverse on you, right? So we got that there. Got that there. 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 And in this situation right here, where you don't have a lower zone, you just go on the higher time frame. So let's go on the 8 hour. There's one zone right here, and then another 2 down here. All right, so with that said, I'll turn off the K2 SR indicator. We'll go back on the 4 hour right here. And you can see this, that there's market structure at this point, right? So basically, if you guys have this drawn up, you can see perfectly drawn market structure, right? You can see that your USD moves in patterns, right? It pretty much, it has a breakout, consolidates, breakout, consolidates in ranges, breakout. It does the same thing, right? Over and over again. So if you guys have this here, it's easy for you to time when to enter trade, right? It's when it consolidates, when it breaks below. So like, for example, right here, it's consolidating. When it breaks below right here, what do you think you're gonna do from that point? So if you're just waiting for that pattern, breakout, consolidation, breakout, it breaks below here, you turn on the momentum indicator, you have a sell momentum. What do you think is gonna happen from this point? Odds are it's probably gonna drop below here, right? So what you would do is you would enter a short position right here, go for, I don't know, maybe 100 pips, something like that, depending on where you want, like how risky your range is. Generally, you can go to the next zone down here if you wanted to. If you want to be safe, leave some cushion right there. So about 100 pips, you let this run. What do you know? Full TP, right? And if you had it all the way to the next range, full TP down there as well. So this is how, we trade it. We keep it simple. We keep it straightforward. We look for patterns. The patterns here, once you draw the zones, it makes it a lot easier. So you don't have to guess, where price is going. So once we have this drawn up right here, I'm going to go ahead and go back to current price. So looking at this right here, what do you think, what phase do you think your USD is in right here? It's in the consolidation phase, right? It's just going sideways. So what I'd be looking for right here is I would be waiting for this to close with this buy signal, wait for it to close above here. And then we'll have that confirmation. Because what happens when it shoots above there, right? When it shoots above there, it's going to shoot up to the top. And then it's going to go into consolidation, right? So if you were to do that, you enter a long position right here. You shoot that right there for about, 50 pips or so. And then you just carry on with the pattern, right? You're not here trying to predict where price is going to go. You just move with momentum. If momentum's swinging up, you go up. If momentum's swinging down, you go down. Same situation right here. We had a break and close below here. What happened after this consolidation phase, right? Enter a short position right there. It would have consolidated for a bit, but then it finally broke below and you would have hit your full TP right there. Same situation right here, right? What happened when price broke below? It was consolidating right here. Once it broke below, you take that sell and write it down a full TP right there. Right. So it's really simple, guys. Like a lot of people like to overcomplicate trading. It's really not that difficult as long as you guys know what to look out for. So if you guys want access to these indicators so that you guys can learn the strategy and do it yourself, it works on everything. Forex, indices, cryptos. A lot of people are applying on cryptos over the weekend now. If you guys want access to this, just go on the website, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course right here. And then you guys can learn exactly what I just showed you right now. It's super simple. It's just a rinse and repeat, right? You look for the same thing every time. Once you have that confirmation, you take the trade and stack up those profits. So, all right, I think that's it for there. If you guys have any other questions, let's see if I can answer them for you. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So Kimberly said that she did recover for that loss, and she's in total profit 508 for the day. So nice work, Kimberly. I mean, the main key is that you close down profit, right? That's all that you want to do. Close down profit. That's all that you need to focus on. So Jalan over here, he's up 2,822. No losses for the day. Nice work, Jalan. Nice. All right, cool. That you guys are doing pretty good. So if you guys have any other profits you guys want to send over to me, feel free. Looking at US 30 over here on the 3-minute, 10-minute, and 1-minute, there's no entries available. Everything's kind of just flatlining. It's 7:54 right now, so the market is starting to slow down. So I'm done trading for the day, guys. If you guys have any other questions, I can answer them for you. Let's see. Paul wants me to take a look at the peso. I short seen. So for my personal Instagram, so I don't have the tag for it. I'm not logged into it on my phone. So what I would recommend is just go on the K2 page at K2 Trades, and then just look at the photos, because I'm tagged in the photos. So you can find me on there if you look. But I don't have my personal, because I changed it a couple times because people keep trying to scam people with my account. Like there's a lot of people that are trying to pretend that they're like my account. So I kind of changed the name. So if you want to find it short scene, just go on the Instagram, and then oh cool. It looks like Roman, you just found me. Yeah, just go on the Instagram, go on the K2 Instagram, and you can find me tagged in the photos. All right, Paul, take a look at the peso for you real quick. So let's see. Paul wants me to take a look at USD MXN. All right, so let me go ahead and delete everything off here again. I'll show you guys the same thing that I just did just now. Oh God, I got you. All right, let me just here. Let me see if I can find it for myself right here. Short scene. Oops. Oh, what the heck? Someone took my last Instagram name. Sorry, dude. Let me find it real quick. Yeah, someone else took my my Instagram now. It's weird. Oh, okay, I got it. There we go. All right, I found it. Short scene. Let me give it to you real quick. There you go. I had to change it a couple times because people kept copying my my username there. All right, so here's the peso. First thing I'm going to do is identify market structure. So I'll turn on the K2 SR indicator right here. Go ahead and draw that down there. It's right here. And you guys can see, like, a lot of people take a lot of time to identify market structure, but that's what I created the indicator for. So it doesn't, you don't have to waste time drawing market structure. Because I know for a lot of people, they get caught up. A lot of us call this analysis paralysis, right? What happens is a lot of people waste so much time identifying market structure that they miss the entire move. So that's why I created this indicator, basically to automate my thought process when I analyze structures. So with that said, here is the peso. Turn that off, turn this back on right here. So, I mean, just looking at where price currently is right now, let me see if there's any other zones that are within the area, because it's kind of a big push up. All right, Paul. So looking at the peso right here, turn this off. The phase that it's in right now looks like it's in its consolidation phase, right? Because right here it had its breakout upwards, and then now it looks like it's just going sideways. So now that it's in its consolidation phase right here, so I think I would probably mark these areas right here as a consolidation area. Or maybe even down there. Yeah, so I mean, looking at current price right here, I think this would probably be the consolidation area right here. What I'd be looking for is momentum indicator. It looks like we have a bullish bias right here. So right here, Paul, I think if price ends up closing above here, then it's probably going to keep pushing up. We have about 2 hours left on this candle right here. It's in consolidation phase, but if it closes above this area, then this would provide for a nice long entry right there. So I think the bias here is bullish. The US dollar does look strong. So if I pull up the, yeah, if it closes above there, I expect it to shoot up from here. Looking at the DXY right here, the DXY is starting to shift up. So you can see right here, this huge wick on the bottom off the DXY. So if it rejects off this point right here, then I could expect it to continue pushing up. I think this would be the main key right here. In the next 40 seconds or so, we'll see where this candle closes. If this candle right here closes above it, this pivot, and it rejects off and it shoots up, then you can expect the peso right here to shoot up as well. So that's pretty much what I see over here, Paul, for the most part. We got about 25 seconds left. It's about to be 8, so I'm done trading for the day, guys. And you can see right here, it's starting to taper off, right? You can see the wicks over here on the 10-minute. The bigger these wicks get, the closer it looks like it's going to get into consolidation phase and getting prepared for that reversal back downwards. So I'm not going to mess with US 30 for the day. I'm pretty much done with that. Looking at the DXY over here, we got about 3 seconds. Yeah, so we'll see if it bounces off this point. If it bounces, then it'll probably swing up. If not, it'll probably come back down. But yeah, that's pretty much my analysis for the peso right there, Paul. We'll follow through with this tomorrow to see where it goes. But I mean, for the most part, it just looks like it's just it's just going to go sideways for a bit because it is going into its consolidation phase right here. All right, so I think that's it for the questions over here. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat right now. Otherwise, I think I'm going to log off for the day. I'm not going to hang on and then try to force any trades because you guys know how that goes. If you guys stay on the charts for too long, you're going to start looking for things that aren't even there. So that's it for today. I think looking at everyone's profits, there is some pretty solid profits by everyone so far here. Jalon's up 2,822. Javier's up 164. Rick's up 914. Sisuk's up 3,440. Fern's up 1,198. Justin over here is up 12,212 or 12,202. John over here is up about 1,000. Shaquille's here up about 2,000, I believe, or no, 200, or no, sorry, about 374, I believe. Roland's up about 808. Ken's up about 1,000 right there. Josh is up about 1,500. Kyle's up about 1,242. Dave's up about 2,000 right here. Another 2,000 right here, doing pretty good. Rick's up 558. My hair over here is up 54 euros. Tommy's up 2,546. Miles is up 471. Passes FTMO right there. Paul's up 2,000 from that trade earlier. Chardonnay's up 446. We're going over Shaki. Kevin's up 3,400. Big Zan's up 1,000. Steven's up 1,000 as well. Goldie's up 64. Larkin's up about 1,000. Chris is up about 30. Brittany's up about 2,000. Justin's account earlier, 10,000. Cheryl, 7,700. Sisuk up 3,000. Eunice up 156. Cheryl again right there. Her other account, 6,500. Vincent up 140. Patricia up 1,130. We don't have a Big Zan already. Tamara up 1,000. Nico up 1,800. Romani 411. Tariq up 251. And myself over here, I'm up about 2,000 on my first account, 2014. My second account, I'm up 1,463. So great profit amongst everyone here. I don't see any other questions, so I think we're going to wrap it up for the day. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me on Telegram. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow morning for another live session. So hopefully you guys locked in some profit so far. And if you guys haven't already, if you guys can like the stream on your way out, that'll definitely help us find more people who want to trade with us here and make profit with us off US 30. Otherwise, I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. So that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow and have a great rest of your day. If you guys don't have to trade, I'd recommend you guys don't trade. The Fed is speaking at 12 today. Fed member Williams is going to be speaking. So I'll just chill out for the rest of the day, unless you guys feel a need to really trade, which I'm pretty sure it's not really that necessary. So otherwise, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys back here on the next live session. So see you guys. Have a great morning.